Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to everybody. How y'all doing on this lovely, lovely, lovely Sunday? So good to see y'all up in this thing in the building. Let me see my sisters at the top. How you doing, boo? Y'all, man, I'm telling me and Tanya, we be man, I'm telling you. We have a lot of head to heads. But it's okay. Happy Sunday to y'all. It's so beautiful out here. The sun is shining. Um, and I'm just having an awesome morning. Went to the gym and trying to get this body together for the summer. But yes, so I've been up early. I've been doing my thing. I had a with my sis before I hit this live button, but me and Tanya, we me and Tanya, let me tell you, it's a lot of debate, a lot of headbutts, you know what I'm saying? But it's healthy, you know what I'm saying? It's healthy, and everybody is not going to think the same. And I love that about her is that she'll tell me, she'll let me know, and I admitted it that I'm hard headed. Hey T plus three, hey Shalonda, hey Abril, hey Cassie Boo. Bad and bougie. Yes, I saw you, boo. Hey, Rika, not with the bullshit. How you doing, boo? She said, "Good morning, my beautiful meal at work listening." Okay, boo. Have a happy work day. Okay, so yes, I am very hard headed. Okay, and I'm the type of person that likes to debate. I remember when I was younger, I was thinking that I was going to be an attorney because I like to debate. I like to what I'm saying, ask the hard questions, and I like to ask me the hard questions too. So I don't listen all the time. I'm just gonna let y'all know that right now. Sometimes I have to find out the hard way. One man band, I see you in the building. Great, we got a man in the building. Yeah, I think some people kind of know what I'm about to talk about, what I'm about to get into. Very interesting topic. And let me tell y'all something. I love it. I'm gonna take y'all to the grocery store with me because I'm cooking some greens tonight. I'm trying to figure out what kind of meat I want to cook. I don't know if I want to cook a roast. Y'all know my favorite is chicken, but I'm trying to figure it out. Jersey finishes in the building. How you doing this morning? Um, so I think y'all kind of know what direction I'm about to go in, but I'm gonna tell y'all I loved it last night. I peeped in on two particular lives, and I'm gonna say I loved it. I love yes, no, I'm doing collard greens, collard greens. Yep, collard greens. Yep. Miss Ebony BBW is in the building. How you doing, honey? Good morning to you. So yes, I looked at two particular lives last night, and I'm gonna tell y'all, I thought it was awesome. This is content. This is good content. You know what I'm saying? Hey TRW, how you doing? I saw you in the building too yesterday. Everybody was giving their opinion. I love it. This is what this sector's, this is what I'm hoping that this sector will flip to. You know what I'm saying? Having these healthy debates, agreeing to disagree. Everybody not going to be on the same page. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? At least we not butting heads. At least we're not degrading each other, putting each other down. Yeah, you're welcome, Miss Ebony. I'm glad you're doing awesome, honey. Not putting each other down, not, what I'm saying, berating each other as black people, because we tend to do that all the time. We tend to berate each other. And it's just like it's so a part of the norm on this sector. But let's change it up. Let's switch it up. Yes, Abril, I enjoyed it. So you already know where I'm going with this, right, Abril? I enjoyed it, y'all. I thought it was healthy. I thought it was a needed conversation. I thought that I don't care who's at odds with each other. Everybody pretty much came together and gave their opinions, and I'm here for it. I'm here for that. So I was in bushes. I didn't hear everything like when the lives was going. I didn't hear it. But I went back because I had to piggyback because Two Raw has not came upon um my news feed in a long time, and all of a sudden Two Raw just popped up on my timeline. Yeah, you fell out the bushes. Hey Michelle, you fell out the bushes, huh? Right? Yeah. If I'm breaking up or anything, you guys please let me know. if I'm going in and out. T Lo, I see you in the building. Say, hey, Mel and Chad, I love great debate. That yes, was it not a great debate? Was it not a great conversation that needed to be had? Was it better than just listening to people tear each other down and rip each other apart out here into shreds? That was needed. And I'm praying that this sector is, you know what I'm saying, it can turn around and, turn into healthy debates and dialogue where people on panels and having good discussions, you know what I'm saying, about this particular subject and more, not just about relationships and all and more, you know what I'm saying? So Too Raw came across my thing and I started listening. So I had to go back because, Sweet Tea did a live and Sweet Tea had a panel discussion with Too Raw on it. I believe Blessing's Hot Topic was there. I didn't get to see the whole thing, but I did see the necessary parts, the key points that I needed to see. Okay. Let me see. What time you say, Abril, you're free now. Fall out the bushes. Tanya, why you starting? Tanya, stop starting. Let me see. T plus three said, oh yes, I was in the bushes on that one. Yes, I enjoyed both sides. Warren G, I love you. Warren G, let me tell you something. Warren G, I like your spirit. I really do. You are like, you out there like, listen, this is what it is. I heard you on Lady T panel, the discussion that you was having, and I talked to Tanya about that discussion too. Let me tell you, I'm loving what I'm seeing on this sector. Yes, don't be hiding in the bushes. One man said, no, there ain't no need to hide no more, y'all. Come on out of here. Come on now. Come on, come out them bushes, y'all. Yes, y'all go look at the videos. It's not at a point where we promote each other over here. Okay, we can promote each other. Y'all need to look at that video. That's why I had to double back because I saw Too Raw video, and then I'm like, what are you talking about? So I went over to Sweet Tea video, and I'm like, oh wow, this is good. This is good. You know what I'm saying? I loved it. And then I think one man he did a live or something, but he was about to get into it, but he stopped. And y'all, that was a good goddamn conversation. This is the type of shit that we need to have over here and talk about, baby. That shit was lit. Okay? It got heated. It got it got crazy. It came back down. It got back up. And then I guess Sue Ross said, okay, well, I'm just gonna hit my goddamn panel. He was on one man. Okay, I didn't see when he was on one man panel. I saw his live and when he was talking about the what a man is for, the submission and all of that stuff, which is hard. And I just had this conversation with Tanya. Tanya gonna always bump me upside my head to tell me, oh no, this, we have we don't agree all the time. Okay, we don't agree all the time. I'm hard headed. I can admit that. I'm the type of person I have to find out things the hard way, okay? But when she speaks to me, she's speaking knowledge to me. She is saying the right things. It's just that I am a debate type of person. I'm the type of person, no, 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 no. And I have to give my perspective. That's just how I am. Let me see. Cassie said, I miss everything I have. Not you have to remember that you're free. Yes, you all are free to go wherever you want to go, to do whatever you want to do, to be in any chat that you want to be in. Hey, I'm not that type of person. Okay, so let's get into it, y'all. Now, I did hear some things, and this is all healthy debate. Y'all know I'm not with, oh, I'm choosing this person. Y'all know I'm just like I'll say I'm more like a neutral person in a situation at this point because I'm looking at things that these type of discussions, not the tearing down. I don't listen to all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to the key points of what everybody has to say. Charges to the Game said it was an awesome debate. Yes, you guys come on out them bushes. Y'all don't have to sit up there. Y'all don't have to, feel like y'all can't come down and talk and have a conversation. You can have a conversation in this chat, okay? Okay, so let me see. Charlie Game said it was an awesome debate. Sweet said Dan being submissive, but Tuwar wasn't backing down by letting her know that she was very much so submissive. That's what made it lit. Yes, that right there was the key point. The submission part. That is a huge word because I think that a lot of women think that submission means bow down. Okay, and it's not. I just had a brief conversation with Tanya about this, but she's going to debate me anyway. It don't goddamn matter what we talk about. Tanya has some type of debate with me. But it's true though. Women look at that word sometimes as bow down in this new age. Now, back in the day, you know what I'm saying, because the Bible does state submissive, be submissive to your husband. You know what I'm saying? But there also has to be something that we're submitting to. There has to be, you know what I'm saying, a lead role for a woman to be submissive. Okay. I thought it was fucking awesome that that they butted heads like that. And then he went to his, side, because he was being overtalked a bit. He couldn't really get his word out. And, by him being basically the only male over there, it was kind of like, that can I get a word in or whatever. So he was being overtalked a little bit. So I guess that's why he took it over there to his panel. But I understand both sides. I do understand both sides, though. I really do. Because what Sweet Tea was saying, that she said that she don't have a submissive bone in her body. I don't agree with you with that. I don't agree, because when you say I have, I'm saying, a great husband, I'm saying, he's so good to me, he's this and that, then there has to be some type of submission there, because he's a great man. He does what he's supposed to do as a husband. He nurtures. He's your peace. He's all that. Hey, Pisces, how you doing? He's your peace. He's all of that. Everything that you need him to be. So there has to be some type of submission in there as well. But I'm gonna drop the link just in case anybody want to come up and they want to get their perspective on anything. The men too. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have a lot of men in this sector. So it's great to hear a man's perspective on what they think a woman should do, how a woman should be as far as submission. Now, I'm not sure if y'all think I'm talking about just, an ordinary relationship, or I'm talking about marriage. If you on your way to marriage, and if you are married, then you can, I kind of understand where I'm coming from about the submission part, because um, I had a hard time with that myself. I'm going to be honest with you. I had a hard time with the submission part myself, because I was thinking like, submit, you know what I'm saying? Like, but there has to be a reason why a woman would want to submit. Like in the beginning of my marriage, I do feel like I had an issue with that, because I came from being independent to codependent. So I had an issue with the whole submission part. You know what I'm saying? So women, we go through, it's a human error, you know what I'm saying, where we think that we're not supposed to listen to our men when they telling us to do something, and but it has to be a point where, oh, if you're leading that relationship, then I have no issue with submitting to what my husband demands me to do, or not demand me, but my husband wants me to do. You know what I'm saying? I better not say demand, because that probably a lot of the women like, excuse me, ma'am, demand. Okay, so let me see what Shalonda said. Right, it's definitely not. It's letting your husband lead, and you are his backbone, and him lead you in the right way. I get what you're saying. I see you said him. Exactly. It's not it's not where you're making him like, oh, he tell me what to do. He wear the pants. He this. He that. And then I want to say the other part about Sweet Tea Live, when she said, what did she say? What is a man for? She said, well, what is a man for? And the way she was saying it, I guess to Raw, he was thinking like, okay, wait, it seemed like men are objects, because it's like, well, what is a man for if he's not providing, if he's not taking care of the home, if he's not leading, if he's not this and he's not there? And I think Raw took it as, well, what you trying to say? Is that all we supposed to be for? No, I don't think that that's all that they're supposed to be for. You know what I'm saying? I don't think a man is supposed to just, he's put on this earth to just, provide, do this, do that. I mean, I think it's both ways. I think it's, what I'm saying, with the male and the female as well. You know what I'm saying? It goes both ways, and in my eyes, it goes both ways. Okay, so let me see what y'all saying. I thought it was the best. I thought it was like the best thing I ever seen in a long time on this sector. That conversation, I feel like it's like that's what this sector should be about at this point, because we've done so many low blows to each other. How what more insults can you hurl? You know what I'm saying? We pretty much said damn near everything about each other. So what more insults can you put out here? So that right there is like, it don't strike me to listen to lives that still, you know what I'm saying, berate and degrade each other and all that stuff. These are the type of things that I want to talk about. These are, you know what I'm saying, the transparency when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, relationships, what you've been through, what you won't accept, what you will accept, all that type of stuff. This is what I'm talking about in this sector when I say peace be still. I heard too Ross said that in his live last night when he said peace be still, and he prays for peace all around him. And that's pretty much where I am in my life right now. I'm praying for peace all around me. I don't need the attacks. I don't want nobody attacking me, and I damn sure don't want to attack nobody either. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm praying that this sector can go around and, you know what I'm saying, just turn this thing into debates and, you know, real life situations, things that we go through on a daily basis, that type of stuff. You know, that's what I look forward to when I come on YouTube. Okay, so let me see. Let me come down. One man band said, if a woman don't want to see me at my highest, I'm cool because I want her to at her highest. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, let me be a little bit transparent here. When I met my husband, I was the breadwinner. I was the one who, you know what I'm saying, um, you know, I had more than him. So I didn't care because, you know, he didn't have more than me, that, oh well, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna, you know, fall in love with him. I'm not gonna be with him. I'm not gonna marry him. None of that shit played a role to me. It was more like how a person treated me more than anything. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't care about, oh, he's got less. So nah, I better not. I didn't think of it like that. It was just more lines like, okay, well, we could build each other up. We could turn nothing into something. You know, because I used to listen to that Drill Levert song. I know y'all know that Drill Levert song, turning nothing into something. So yeah, you know, that's what I was thinking. Like, okay, well, we could build together. You know what he was lacking, then, you know, by us coming together, we could go ahead and build that. You know, make that into something bigger. You know, that's what I was thinking more along the lines when I had got married. But it didn't matter to me that he didn't have more. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? Okay, so let's see what y'all are saying. Pisces said there's nothing wrong with a woman being submissive. It's not. And that's why I said I was in my when I had got married, when I first got married, I did not look at that. I was looking at that term as bow down too. I wasn't looking at it as, okay, it says in the Bible you're supposed to submit to your husband and all of that stuff. So um I was looking more like, who he think he is. He not gonna tell me what and I think that's where my, you know, it took a turn in my marriage too. It wasn't just, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna blame everything on my husband 100%. um I had some issues too. I had some, you know, issues with submitting in certain aspects too. So I can't blame everything on him. Cassie said, I heard she removed the video. No, I think the video is still there. I think she changed the title to the video, but I think it's still there. Um, Let me see. One man band, we all submit when we in love, period. We do. I think, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning, we all, you know, kind of submit to each other because it's love at first sight. You know, you want to be right in the relationship. You want the relationship to go the right way and all of that. So yeah, I think in the beginning that's true. Let me see. T plus three said, I agree that word for some females just don't feel right. In my younger age, I felt the same way as Sweet Tea, but now that I am older, I understand the concept. No disrespect to the Sweet Tea. No, no disrespect at all. See, that's the point, you know what I'm saying, of having these conversations because there's no disrespect here. We're not disrespecting anybody. We're not, you know what I'm saying, slamming anybody for their opinion. Their opinion is their opinion. And that's, if we all thought alike, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? The world would be a strange place if everybody thought the same. We're supposed to be different. You know, we're supposed to think different. We're not robots here. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. One man band says she submitted when she got married. She submitted when she got married. Yes, absolutely. If you really think of it, when you get married, you're submitting right there because you're submitted to that one individual. You're not just out here playing the game. You don't have multiple men out here and all that stuff. You're basically submitting to one person. So that's part of the submission process to me. Let me see. Charge to the game said I believe it's just the word submit. All that shit. I think so too, charges to the game. I think so too. It could be just that word submit. You know what I'm saying? Um, that just rock females the wrong way. Like, what? What you mean? You know what I'm saying? We submit to each other, you know? Let me see. One man being said, if you don't listen to your man, he will find someone who will. Ooh, interesting. 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 I like that. That's another talk show right there. If you don't listen to your man, he will find someone who will. But one man, do you agree that the man should, he should be the leading, he should have a leading role, like he should, like a woman feels like this. Um, you have to give me something to submit to. Do you feel like you will have to give that woman something to submit to and not just throw the word out there and say, oh, if she don't listen, what if he's not playing the leading role? So that's up for another debate. I like that. That's why I highlighted that. TRW says, so can a man be submissive or is just for women? That's interesting. That's interesting. I would say both ways. And the time that we living in today, I would definitely have to say both ways. Like, but I don't think a man will probably want to submit because they thinking that this is not masculine to them. They probably like submit. I don't know. One man band or two raw will have to answer that question. Hey Trey, how you doing? Let me see. Cassie said, if my husband is leading us onto the right path, I will submit humbly. It also means I'm trusting God. Oh, I like that. I like that. Let me see. Wandy Joe is in the building. Says yes, Mel. It was a great live. That sweet tea had. Yes, it was. It was great. I loved it. When I went back on the replays, and I'm like, oh wow, you know what I'm saying? Like it got heated, and then by him being like the only male up there, it was like, but he was going, but he was hanging in there. Cause you know what I'm saying, I think it was Sweet Tea and Blessings up there, Hot Topics. They was, giving it to him, but he was coming back, you know what I'm saying? So let me see. Christine said, good Sunday morning, Mel and everyone. Hey, how you doing, Christine? Let me see. T+3 says she is being submissive to her husband. In my opinion, she just don't like the word, and I get it. I'm very strong minded too. I think that's what it is too, because like I said, if like one man said, when you first initially get with somebody and you marry them, that's the submission part right there. And then how she says that she has a great husband, she loves her husband, he does everything that he's supposed to do as a man, so there has to be, he has those qualities of, a woman wanting to submit to him. You know what I'm saying? So he has those qualities. So that could be right. It could be the fact you just don't like the word. You know what I'm saying? It could be the word. And let me see. Pisces says, TRW, a man being submissive looks different than a woman. Yes, they can submit to. Yeah, it's different. That's what I was saying. Like men probably be looking like submit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. That's a man's. I would have to get a man's perspective on that one. Let me see. One man band said, "Go hard for me, and I'll go hard for you without cheating." Period. Yeah, but you got relationships that people may go hard for each other, and then it still turns out that something happens. It could be some cheating. It could be some disrespect. All of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes you can go hard. Like I ain't gonna even lie. I went hard. I was fighting for my marriage towards the end. I was fighting, and it wasn't an equal fight. It was more of the lines of me fighting more than he was fighting. So at that point, I was done with the submission. I'm like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I had an issue with that whole submitting thing. Um, I feel like that kind of ruined my marriage too. Like I said, I'm not gonna blame everything on my husband. I'm not gonna say that he did everything. I had some weaknesses myself. I had some issues myself. It was things that I didn't want to listen to. And how he was more like, leaning towards what the Bible says about marriage. Me, I'm like, this ain't the 40s. You know what I'm saying? Like how your husband used to go out to work and you a housewife and you in there cooking pancakes and sausages and cooking about 5 meals a goddamn day. that my husband wanted me to, because once my husband had got on his feet and he had got a very good job or whatever, I was like, he wanted me to stop working. And I'm like, I'll never stop working because I'm the type of woman that likes to work. So when he pitched that, now this is in the beginning of the marriage, y'all. This is when the marriage was good. When he pitched that to me saying, oh yeah, you should start working, just let me go ahead and work, I just couldn't do it. Now that's a good conversation to have when it comes to submission, because he wanted me to commit to staying at home, and I'm just not that type of woman. I like to get up and go to work. I like to move around. I can't sit down. I have to get the hell on. I have to do something. You know what I'm saying? So that was hard. That was a constant argument in our marriage in the beginning. Constant argument. Let me see. Capricorn girl is in the building. You doing, huh? Hey, kids by the sun. She said, "Hey, Mel, just dropping out the bushes to show you some love and let you know I love the conversation. I appreciate you." Let me see. Um, Abril said, "Cassie, my ex-husband was a pastor. He definitely abused that word." Wow. Wow, Abril. Oh, yeah. Then he definitely was on that submission thing. Let me see. Cassie said, Pisces must have me blocked. I don't know. I hope not. Sometimes it be like I can't see everybody either when I go into chats. I don't know. Let me see. CRW said the Bible was written in BC time and it was also translated. Yeah. See, that was a long time ago, you know. That's why I say this ain't the 40s. I used to always tell my husband that this ain't the 40s. Let me see. T+3 said I didn't know about y'all, but if you submit to your husband in this day and age, most of the time he will do the same. I believe that. I believe that. And I also believe, like a conversation with Tanya, and I told her, I definitely believe that we should have went to counseling first before marriage. Every marriage before you go into marriage, you definitely have to have counseling. I don't care if you think your marriage can sustain the test of time. I don't care if you think that, oh my God, we're in love, this is bliss, and we will never get into it. We will never divorce. He will always be my love. I don't care if you think that. Counseling is needed before marriage all the time. No doubt about it, okay? Let's see. Pisces said, I don't believe relationships will be equal. It will always be someone doing more. And you know what? It happened in my marriage. It was in that instance, that's the same thing that happened. It's always that one person that's doing more. And you want to be equally yoked, you want to be balanced in your marriage, you know what I'm saying, or in your relationship, but sometimes it's always that one person that's doing more than the other. And it's not that it happens all the time. It's just sometimes it can be in spurts, you know what I'm saying, in your marriage, where it's always that one. But if you look at the vows, it says for better or for worse, you know what I'm saying. So I think that's why I fought so much in my marriage, because I was looking at that better for better or worse. If I'm there for you for the better, I gotta be there for you through the worst times too. That's what I was thinking more the lines of when I kept on trying to hold on to my marriage. Okay. Let me see. Pisces says women naturally submit if they are truly cared for by a man. Absolutely. That's number one right there, Pisces. That's number one. One man being said that's a sexy man on your screen. I took it down. Let me see. Trey said it's all about growth in a relationship. No one knows a person 100% when they meet each other. No. And I think that's where the counseling comes in, that because you get to know, even if you have a pastor that can counsel you before you get married, or you go to, a regular therapist that can counsel y'all. I hate that I didn't do that, because I was thinking about it before I got married, but then I was like, no, we're gonna be together forever, it's gonna be my man, and all of that. But I know the next time, if I do get married again, counseling sessions will be needed, because you got to get to know that. We didn't live together before we got, no, we did. I'm lying. We did live together for about a couple of months before we had got married. So yeah. Let me see. One man band says, "Do y'all look for love or money?" I'm going to tell you, I look for a person. It ain't. I don't even think it's either or. I look for how a person treats me. Like, you have to treat me like, because before I got married to my husband, he treated me like a queen. That's what, you know what I'm saying, drew me to want to marry them, because I wasn't gonna marry just no any damn body. But I wouldn't say money. I would say that, I married more for love than anything. It was for love. But shit, nowadays they marrying for money, you know? Let me see. One man band said, I play my part till you don't appreciate me. Yeah. And that's a conversation that needs to be had. If you feel like you're not being appreciated, then you definitely need to have that conversation with your woman. The head empress says every man ain't a lead and every woman is not a follower. Hey y'all, hey, you doing? Head empress, how you doing, huh? Happy Sunday to you. Okay, I got what you said. Every man is not a leader, every woman is not a follower. Right. That's true. Trey said you have to think back in our ancestors' day, it was more common. Today, it is more equal participation in a relationship. Right. Sure is. Let me see. Okay, blessings. Blessings, you in the building. He's over there on that paddle. I said, Lord, they over there. Then I think he fell off or something. That's why I got to go back and I got to look at the rest of it because it got heated. It got heated, but it was good though. It wasn't to where it got heated to where they was talking about each other like a dog and other like they was just having a healthy conversation, and I loved it. Let me see. One man band said, "I don't want a woman to be my slave. I want to be her slave. You want to be her slave? You so crazy. Say you want to be her slave. Let me come because I came. I think I came down too far. Okay, here we go. Um. Okay, let me see. Trey said you have to think. Back in our ancestor days, it was more. Okay, I think I read yours. TRW said, "One man being, I be looking for honesty, loyalty, loving, understanding, and then the money will come because if he don't have it, I know he will have it soon." And the reason why you feel like that, TRW, is because with him being with you, you know that he's going to do the right thing. So that's why you say, okay, the money will come soon. I ain't worried about that up front in the relationship. I get what you're saying too. Let me see. One man Ben said, "TRW, our first date is Wendy's. I can only not the 4 for 4." You so crazy. Okay, blessings on topic. Let me get to your comment. She said, "Laugh out loud. I was trying to give him a fair try, but he threw me off with the 7 kids from the same woman and never married her. But he's now about to marry another woman he's been knowing for 2 years." Okay. Now you clarify something for me because I didn't hear that part. Okay, so but he threw me off with the 7 kids from the same woman and never married her. Did he say why he didn't? Did he say with the 7 kids he had from the woman why he never married her and then waited down the line to marry somebody else? That's a good conversation right there. TRW says, "One man being, I'll pay for the first date because I don't do the 4 for 4." Right. Man, don't nobody want them dry nuggets. Let me see. Cassie says, "Nate, I look for loyalty and honesty mixed with the communication. And yes, he has to have income. The economy today requires multiple. Yes, it does, honey. So, I mean, don't nobody want no man that ain't got no job, that ain't trying to, not even, I don't even think in the trying mode at this point. I think women want a man that's already established, that already have it together, that already has his own. And I don't think that nowadays that women are trying to come in and build anything. They want it already built. Okay. Now this is the time that we are living in. It's just so. They want a man that's already built. They want a man that's already equipped. I mean, if you look at Kendra G, I don't know if y'all look at the Kendra G show when she talk about what women want when women want to be with a man that's already got 6 figures, no kids, only his eyes is on her. That shit just not gonna happen. Okay, I'm just gonna be realistic with you. When you got a man that's cocky, making 6 figures, attractive, no kids, you better believe it's multiple fucking women behind the scenes. That's just what it is, and that's the arrogance that comes out in them. So no, I don't know why when Kendra G, when she have her show, I don't know why them women get on there and they, demand this type of relationship or this type of man because it just ain't gonna goddamn happen. And then he's not going to be just to you; he's going to be to multiple women because he feel like he can. Okay, so let me see. Shalonda said yes, they can. They can follow suit. They both of them submitting to each other, basically like you got to hold on, let me see, like you got me. Oh, you got me and I definitely got you. And it's a different kind of submit for the men, right, Shalonda? Absolutely. Let me see. TRW, they talking about Sam chicken nuggets down here. Let me see here. Empress says alpha males can't fake with the alpha female. If they better just say it because it causes these type of unequally yoked problems. It does. But they never state that in the beginning. People think that, oh, it's me, I can do this, we can do this, and then it turns out to be a total fucking flop. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Cassie says, Nate, you need to start collecting cans, aluminum, metal, because a 4 for 4 is not always going to work, baby. Woman, baby, let me tell you something right now. If you take a woman out for a 4 for 4 these days, baby, she gonna throw them damn nuggets and that burger right at your damn head. It's not gonna happen. You better step your game up. Let me see. Manifest in the building says, greetings, Scorpio goddess. Maz and chat. Hope the day has been great for all. Yes, absolutely. I woke up in an awesome mood. I went to the gym already, y'all. And I'm about to make my greens and make me some. I don't know if I might do roast. I'm not sure. But I'm trying to figure out what to cook with it. Let me see. Cassie said I refreshed. Okay, so you can see Pisces good. Hey, Scorpion Queen B, how you doing, honey? Okay, so Blessings Hot Topic said, I think submissive is not a word a lot of folks like to hear because of the false narrative behind it. Times have changed, and women are more independent and secure within themselves. We put up, yes, y'all put up a good fight on that panel with him. Y'all really did. I was like, these women not playing. Sweet Tea, Sweet Tea gave him a battle. You know what I'm saying? So, he had to, when some of the things that I saw, he had to keep dropping down and come back. And I'm saying to myself, not in this day and age, brother. Not in this day and age, brother. These women, they not gonna let you. They not gonna let you go there. Okay, this is what it is. And I hear one man being sometimes, he's like, why? Because I'm a man, and because you in a sector full of women. That's why. So we're going to dominate all the time in this sector because this is a sector full of women. So we drown the men out in this sector. So it's always going to be, oh, why when it comes to me I can't do it, but when it because you, I mean, shit, we more dominant here. That's why. And I understand you asked the question, but I'm just gonna give you the reason why. Because we outweigh the men here. Okay. Let me see. Okay, hold on. I got a guess. Turn your camera off, boo. All right, boo. Come on in. Oh wait, hold on.
Hi,
Hey,
every
honey.
hey, Scorpion goddess, aka male
What's oh
goddess.
wait. Sweet tea. Sweet tea came in the
Oh,
building.
she on stage
Yeah,
too.
she in here.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
go ahead.
Okay, so I have a question for you.
Okay.
The majority of us know like your current stances. So you mentioned counseling prior to marriage. If
Yes.
you had did marriage counseling prior to getting married, what would your stance be on your current situation? Like, would you still be moving forward with what you're doing, or
You mean by getting a divorce or
yes, yes,
um yes. Only because there was abuse in the
okay,
relationship and there substance abuse as well. So
okay,
yeah,
okay,
I definitely, but I know the mistakes that I made in my marriage too. My husband he did want me to submit. He did want me to I don't, sometimes I feel like I didn't put my husband's needs first before myself or
oh
what I
really?
wanted to do. Yes, because I'm gonna tell you, and this is being transparent. This is being honest. Okay, and y'all know how I want my channel to go, right?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
when I started my YouTube channel, I delved into that nonsense. I was every day going live. I started, getting the feel of it, and I was like, yeah, I do what I want. This is a hobby. It's just a hobby. You know what I'm saying? I tried to play it off like it's more of a hobby than anything. But he was talking to me in the background and saying, you need, you need to get off of that. You need to not be on that. You need to not be doing that. And then it's like, after a while, since when he saw that I wasn't going to stop, he was basically like, kind of like, okay, I'm supportive of it. Like he was in support of it. He didn't bother me when he knew I was going live or whatever. But he also didn't want me to be out here doing what I was doing. He was telling me, like, you shouldn't be talking like that because you got a degree. You're supposed to be a professional. You work with children. So why are you talking like that? Why are you doing certain things? And I would always try to play it off like, but it's just a hobby. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that I'm doing. So I did not put his needs first as sometimes when I was, when I started my YouTube channel. Now, before then, I did. But once I got into this whole mode of tearing people down and going back and forth and all of this stuff, you know what I'm saying? That's when I didn't meet his needs. I didn't. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I messed up and that's in that at that point because I was too engulfed into this mess out here that was going on YouTube, wanting to go back and forth, wanting to go toe to toe. You know what I'm saying with people, and I did not. I neglected my marriage in a sense when it came to that. So I'm just being open and I'm just being honest.
Okay. So next, like we have an age gap between you and myself, and I just want to piggyback off what you just said as far as dating what women like. Like in my age, I'll be 55 in
Hmm.
October. My thing is this. And I don't know what to call myself, but I will not date any guy that has children under 25. And the reason for that, because in my old age, I don't want to deal with the drama, the baby mamas, him still having to pay child support. And if a child is over 18 but in college, he may be court ordered to still pay until the child reaches a certain age.
Yeah.
And also, like, I don't mind doing a 4 for 4 if because things happen. Not to say
Hmm.
he better be unemployed, but it may not be his pay week. He may have paid all the bills, and it may just be all he have as far as the money that he budgets for his weekly, allowance.
Right.
Like me having a son that's almost 39, like him and his wife have been together since college, since '05, married since 2011. I know he's had to take a pay cut, and she's always made over 6 figures. And I know it did
Right.
something to him because he talked to me. But now, thank God, where he works now. And guess what he just got yesterday? The company he works for, he just got that type of car, baby.
Wow.
Yes. I
That's
can't
what's
wait to
up.
get to Texas to drive it. But it's so we have to when we really care and love someone, we sometimes we have to take the good with the bad. Not as far as abuse or anything like that, but sometimes the man may not always have um Ocean Prime steakhouse money and things like that. So, would you, once you're divorced, what are you looking for in a man? What type of man will you date or allow into your life? Like, what if he just has a regular smuggler job or just a regular 9 to 5 and not in 6 figures or whatever? Would you date him, or are you gonna like set your standards so high that maybe only God can touch him?
No, I would never set my standards too high because you know what I'm saying. I'm just not that type of woman who care about a man having 6 figures and all of that stuff. I'm not really that type of woman. But I definitely what I would look for is he has to have his own everything. You have to have your own everything, your own crib. It ain't gonna be shacking up. It ain't gonna be none of that because I always told myself, next man that I live with, I have to be married, and that's when because I had only lived with my daughter's father, you know, but I didn't like that feeling of, what I'm saying, not being married with him. So I had already set that expectation for myself that if I ever got married again, that it definitely wouldn't be, what I'm saying, just shacking up with somebody. So he definitely has to have his own everything, his own crib, his own car, good job. That's what I would want. We can't live together. You know what I'm saying? Unless
Okay.
we are married. So
Yes.
those are my expectations when it comes to, being in another relationship. And I had that situation with my husband where, I didn't know that he had child support when we got married. I found out after we got married. And
Oh,
all of a
wow.
sudden, yes. So that's why I say, that's why I don't mind having this whole transparency conversation. I really don't, because I feel like it can help a lot of other women. What I've been through can help somebody else. So that's why I don't have an
Yeah,
issue with opening up and expressing everything, because my husband
exactly.
deceived me in the beginning of my marriage,
Right.
where it was child support for two children that started coming out of
Wow.
his
Two.
finances, and I knew nothing about it.
Damn.
I didn't know anything about it.
Wow.
And then I was like, when I did find out, I was like, son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because we should have had that discussion before we, got married. It didn't make sense to me, the deception. But still, regardless,
Exactly.
I was willing to work on it. But that took a chunk out of our income in the home. That took a chunk out
Exactly.
of our income, you know?
Exactly.
So yeah, that pissed me off, and I think that at that point, once he deceived me in that way, like I was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? What the hell did I just get myself into? Because I found out maybe, I want to say 6 months down the line, that letter came in, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? I didn't open the letter, but I saw what division it was from. And I'm like, what is this? So that's how I found out. And I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Why he just didn't tell me? Because that caused a very bad disruption in our household. Very bad disruption.
I'm
And that was
sure.
from the beginning. So once we worked that out, once that blew over, hey T1, Smiling T, get your mama Narc in the building. Came out live tonight, Patricia. So that put a big strain on our marriage in the beginning because of the deception. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should have just told me the truth. Then once I found
Right.
out about it, I tried to get him to, you know what I'm saying, with the children that it was coming out on. I was trying to get, him to, you need to do what you got to do for your kids, and this and that. It's a whole thing of shit that y'all need to know. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I felt like I didn't have to submit, the reason why I felt like, shit, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit, that's taken out of our household. That's taking food. That's taking anything that we may need, and you didn't even tell me. You know what I'm saying? Cassie, you there?
Yeah, girl.
Cassie done dropped
I'm.
down.
No, I'm typing and shaking my head.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
It that was a big strain on our marriage right there. Big strain, because we working to build at this point, and then the next thing you know, you got this income that's about to be snatched because you failed to be responsible. But you didn't
Right.
tell me, and now here we are. So it caused a huge strain on the marriage in the beginning. Yeah,
Yeah, but
absolutely.
I definitely like dating and being submissive is hard, but I'm definitely not dealing with anyone that just has that lazy spirit. I can't do it. I ain't doing it.
Yeah, I feel like
Like
with dating, I'm definitely not going to submit to anybody dating. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm
no one.
definitely not going to submit to anybody that I'm just, having a relationship with, because it has to be, if we're building towards, if we're building something and we're trying to, you know, create a foundation with each other and all of that stuff, that's different. But just dating and getting to know you ain't no damn submission. You better submit to your mammy, because I ain't submitting to no damn body when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? We just date, and I still got to figure you out. You got to figure me out. Ain't gonna be no damn submission. And that's why I say I wouldn't want to live, you know what I'm saying, with no man. I don't want to live with no man, you know what I'm saying, when we not married. It's just ain't no point to me. I
Right.
feel like it's not no point. I feel like you should have your shit. I should have mine. If we want to, you know what I'm saying, come together and kick it, in each other place, that's good for me. But if you ain't got
Right.
it and you trying to move in with me, oh hell to the no. We not
Mm-mm.
doing that. You not finna move in into shit over here Take
Not
your
even the
underwear, your
doghouse.
socks. Hell no. Get
You
your
better
undies,
rent
get
you a
your socks.
goddamn public storage container and sleep in there.
Yes, absolutely. Because there's no damn way, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all move in together, and the next thing you know, shit gets bad. It's cheating, is lying, is all that stuff, and then you got to break up, and then you got to move around. No, no, nope. Can't have it. Can't do it, and will not do it. You know what I'm saying? I deserve better, and what I've been through. Oh, trust me, there are standards. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely going to be some standards in the next one. It's kind of like you got to run the credit reports and background checks nowadays.
Yeah, and I feel like that too because, because I know what I have to bring to the table. And
Yeah,
I'm not willing to dumb myself down or I can't take care of no man. If I'm gonna take care of a man, it's gonna be my son. Like I can't.
yeah,
I get you something, but oh hell no. When we get ready to go out, I gotta take you shopping or whatever. You better come with some. You should have all type of clothes, especially if you're 55 and older. If all you
yeah,
have is jogging pants and jeans, something is wrong with that at that old age.
yeah. What's up, Gordo? Hit the link. Let's get some men and some women up here. Come on, y'all. This, I'm piggy. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm piggybacking off of Sweet Tea's live from yesterday. Y'all don't see if y'all want to catch that live, check it out. And from Two Raw's live, like he was on Sweet Tea's panel. She's in the building, and Two Raw live from yesterday. Y'all check that out too. It was a very good debate. It was definitely a conversation that needs to be had. Now I didn't know about the 7 kids. I didn't know about the 7 kids. But I did hear that he's like, got 7 kids. He didn't marry her, but he is marrying someone else. He did say that his fiance she's in the military. Those are good benefits there. You know what I'm saying? With anybody being in the military, a lot of good benefits. And y'all so crazy. um so yeah, what did you think about it, Cassie? Did you see it? Did you see the lives from yesterday? Lord, Cassie done went out again.
No, I'm not, girl. I'm here. Hell, I'm trying to multitask. I'm trying to watch Pastor Keon, type in the chat, read the chat, talk to
Oh
you.
my God, girl, you better go over there.
Oh, I'm watching it on my television.
Oh, okay. Okay.
God knows my heart.
No, this definitely needed to be had. Seriously.
Yes, this
Did
is
you see the live? Yes. Did you see the
no.
lives yesterday?
No, and I thought I heard that Sweet Tea had made it private or deleted it, so I'm not sure. And if she's still in the chat, um, if it's not deleted, then I would really like to watch it so I can know exactly where you're coming from with this live. But
Yeah, definitely have to listen to the live. Gordo says, so what's the topic about again? Okay, so Sweet Tea did a live yesterday, and it was basically about submitting what a man is supposed to be for, like what do you expect from a man, what any woman expects from a man. Um and basically that the thing that stuck out to me the most, the key point for me was the submission part. And why a woman should submit, when, where, how, or whatever a woman should submit to a man. And Raw was kind of like he was being combative, you know what I mean? But I mean, he was on the panel with 2 other women, so I'm sure defense mode came up. But then he went over to his live and did a discussion, and he was saying um how a woman should be in a relationship, what a woman should expect. It's like you guys really gotta the pen, blessing, yeah, because you was on the panel, so I was like briefly listening to both sides. So if you, yeah, definitely come up and put us up on game. The link is pinned at the top. Okay, so it was not about that. He made it about that. Okay, she said the live is public. Cassie, it's there. Narc is in the building. Said I've seen men use that scripture about being submissive as a weapon to control the woman, so he can be abusive. Shaking my head. Yep. Hey, Amy, coming on in. How to everybody coming on to the chat. That's why I wanted to do this because I wanted, like I said, Sweet Tea, before you came into the building, before everybody came in, this is what this sector, I feel like we could flip this sector around and make this about, healthy debates with men, between men and women, because I know the women outweigh, I'm saying, a lot in this sector. The women is like very dominant in this sector, and I know a lot of men, they don't have a say, they don't have a voice or whatever. Okay, hold on. Let me just drop it here. I thought I had pinned it up at the top. Okay, I'm finna drop it now. Oh shoot, I thought I did. Okay, there it goes. It's in the chat. Okay, there we go. The link is there. It definitely, it sparked my interest because I'm like, this is what I love. This is what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? See grown adult women, men, and these are the type of conversations that needs to be had. You know what I'm saying? Um, y'all know I'm not into all of that anymore as far as uh size and picking and choosing things and all of that. I like this type of stuff right here. This right here is everything for me. I was in the gym and I was listening to because I had heard some of Sweet Tea live, and then I had went to Raw live, and I'm just listening like simultaneously. Let me see. You still don't see the link? That's crazy. Hold on, because I got it pinned at the top. It's pinned. Hold on, let me. Yes, Erica, that's the type of comment. Now that's content. That's content to me. You know, even when I was in the mix of tearing people down and all that stuff, that's not good content. Do you know what you have to do when you get that, when you do that? You know how we always used to say, I ain't listening to that. I don't listen to nobody tell me down. I don't listen to that. But how are you gonna get the content if you don't listen? That's how people was getting the content, because we will be in the bushes. We will be listening. We will be listening to the people tear us down, and then we come back on our panel and we have a reaction to it. So in some way, we have to listen to that individual here now, right? So that's the only way that we can get that type of content. But that's not content to me. That's not content. It's so many other things that could be talked about. Um, Things that's going on in the world. I don't consider celebrity news as something that's good content to me either, because I leave that to the shade room and I leave that to the neighborhood talk. I can get all of that stuff from them. You know what I'm saying? I consider these type of real life conversations, these raw conversations, these open conversations, these debates that we have, whether we knock at each other heads or whatever, but we come back the next day like, oh, I see you later, girl. I see you tomorrow, girl. You know what I'm saying? That's what I consider good content. And I thought yesterday what they did was absolutely great content. Tearing each other down, it's not good content to me. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion about that. And because I was a part of it, and I can tell you that it wasn't good content. It was enough to run your numbers up. You know what I'm saying? It was enough to get you a little change. It was enough of that, but that's not good content to me. What they did yesterday was great content. Yes, Amy, it's a good debate. See, everybody, everybody knows. Like this was an awesome discussion to have. And even though it came to blows, sometimes it don't matter. It was real and it was raw, and it was meant to happen. So it was great. I love it. Let's see. You said you gonna call. Okay, give you a say. Okay, Gordo gonna come up. He said he gonna come on up. I don't know if you guys still don't see the link that's pinned, but I'll drop it again. I definitely would drop it again. Um, yes, that's yes. Let me highlight you. That's the type of commentary that I want to hear. Let me see. I missed so many comments, but I know when I go back on the replay, I'm going to pick up on all these comments. And I don't want nobody to say, oh man, she crazy for telling that about her husband or whatever. Okay, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. I made foolish mistakes in my marriage too. I was not innocent. You know what I'm saying? I made foolish mistakes in my marriage, but I also felt that I was being deceived in my marriage too. A lot of deception was going on in my marriage. So that's the reason why I pretty much, and you know how Scorpios, we kind of vengeful. We the type of people like, okay, I'm gonna get my goddamn revenge. I'm gonna get my lick back. We one of those type of people. So I pretty much was, I'm gonna get my lick back type of person. Let me see. Melanie said, right, Mel, I'm not a gold digger, but has long as long as he can hold up half of the bills, because if he falls short, I got him. And if I fall short, he got me 50-50, in my opinion. Absolutely. Yeah, that was messed up. Blessings on top is that he deceived me in the beginning of our marriage. And that's kind of set the stage of how our marriage will be. It definitely set stage. It set the tone on why it didn't work. This is why I work, because I sit back a lot and I reflect. I do a lot of reflecting, like, damn, what could I have done better? I can't just say what could he have done better, but what could I have done better too? It's two sides to the coin. It's two sides. So I'm not gonna put all the blame on him and say that, oh, it was all, he did this, he did this, he did that. No, I definitely did some things too. Hey, Pear, how you doing, huh? She said, I'm at work, I'm listening. Hey, Pat in three. She says content is talking about how the U.S. is allowing immigrants to come here and receive benefits such as housing and financial support. That's content. Absolutely. And that's another thing that we're going to talk about. What do you guys, I started to title my live Good Content. What do you guys think is good content? That's another thing. Besides the relationship and everything that we talk about, the dates that we have as far as that, what is good content to you? It is tearing down and bashing each other. Is that good content to you? Or is that, because listen, we know that we can go, like I always say, we know we can go back and forth, we know we can argue, you know what I'm saying? Shit, we started our arguing probably in middle school and high school. We know we can argue, we know we can tear somebody up, you know. We know we can do that, but what is good content to you? I feel like it's so many other things that we can, support each other and talk about. Real talk. Let me see. I want to read some of these comments. I'm sorry if I can't get to everybody's comment, but I want to read a lot of these comments that I saw coming through. Um, get your mama. I see you in the building. Let me see. Sweetie said you gotta have your ish together. You can't lead a family if your ish ain't together. No, you cannot. You can't. And that's a weakness when it came to my marriage. It was like, once my husband got to the point where he got lazy and didn't want to, lead anymore, and then I started to be the one that was the leader in the marriage. Yeah, it flips on the man. It does. It will flip on the man. And ain't no woman gonna respect no man that don't get up and work and don't do the best he can. Ain't no woman gonna respect that. I don't give a damn what they say. It's not gonna be respected. Okay, I don't give a damn that you got a penis and balls between your legs. It don't make a difference. If you are not leading in that relationship, the woman is not going to respect you, especially if she has to be the one to get up and lead. Ain't no damn way. Okay, we got okay. Come on through to the stage. How you doing this morning? Happy Sunday to you.
Same to you. Same to you. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can, but it's kind of like echoing a little bit.
Echo.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna go on mute. Let me see if that's it.
Is it still echoing?
Yeah, it's still echoing a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna go out and then come back in. Is it still echoing?
Yeah, still. Yeah, you just go down and then come back.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Let's go. I didn't expect this. You know what I'm saying? For Sunday, everybody to chime in on this, but I love it. Yes. Erica, it does. It's on penis. You know what I'm saying? And people probably, these women, they get, digmatized out here, but it's more than that. It's way more than that. Especially at a certain age. We don't care about none of that mess no more. We don't care about that no more. At all. But yes, I'm loving the conversation. I'm loving the topics that we have. And we coming back tonight because me and Narc will be on the panel. having our discussion about the domestic violence. So I want you guys to pull up on us at 7 o'clock. I can't wait for that discussion to happen. Like I said, I had a lot of women that's been reaching out to me and the background, and they've been wanting to talk. They want to have a conversation. So like, we gonna do this. All right. So let me see. I think you're good.
Hey, let me know if it's echoing.
Yeah, it's like staticky or something. I don't know why.
I wonder why. Let me see.
What's up, twin?
Let me see. What's up,
Hmm.
Gordo? I see you in the building.
Man, how y'all doing this afternoon?
I do hear
Oh
the
yeah, it's real
static.
bad. It's static.
Okay, that's okay. I'll be. I know why it's doing that.
Okay, I can hear you a little bit like it's, but I'm echoing with you too.
Hmm. Okay, let me go out and then I'll try one more time. If not, I'm not sure what's going on with it. I'll be back.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Hey, Linda P. Okay, so Gordo, so you know what's going on, right?
Yeah, I'm caught up.
Okay. So tell us your thoughts as a man on the panel. Tell us your thoughts.
Um, keep in mind I'm 35, so the way my mind might think might be different than a lot of these 40+ year old guys. So, first and foremost, I'm a man's man, but at the same time, I was raised with both parents in my household, so
Mhm.
it might be some new age shit, but you know, um. I think in this day and age, both parties should be able to submit. It might sound like being a little sassy for a man to submit, but in this day and age, it's cool to submit. Man, I ain't saying be no sorry ass nigga. Some guys don't work; they just let their old lady, work 1, 2 jobs. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying none of that. I'm just saying, far as integrity and inside the relationship. You know,
Mhm.
so
Right.
just
I,
my
I,
thoughts.
now, do you think that it should be a submission in dating and just relationships or marriage? Like, where do you draw the line?
I mean, for me, in my opinion, like in my opinion, it ain't no far as my opinion in my personal life is really no difference. Like it's always gonna be you always gonna be in a compromising or a submissive position. You know,
Mhm.
realistically, so it's one of them things. If you vibe with the person, that's something you'll want to do. It'll come naturally. You know.
It comes naturally. Absolutely. I was waiting on somebody to say that. I was so waiting on somebody to say that. Can you hear me?
I hear you. Am I
Ain't
still
nobody
static?
say that.
It's still doing that.
Yeah, Gordo, can you hear it or is it just me?
Oh no, I can hear it.
My goodness, I don't know
Okay,
why
this is
it's
what I'll do. I'll go out. Let me go out, and then I'm gonna hear some of my other device, and then we'll go from there.
okay. Hey, Gordo, how are you?
Oh, it's still doing a little bit. You might have to go in your audio in your screen yard and punch that echo cancellation option.
Okay, let me do that.
I mean, my definition of it'll be the same thing. Far as a man want a woman to submit. I mean,
Is that
yeah,
better?
it's a little bit. It got like a reverb.
Okay, let me go out. I'm probably in the wrong browser. Let me come in under another
Yeah,
browser.
it's still doing all right.
Okay, I'll be back.
But no, I mean, I gotta be a real one and say, y'all women, y'all do a lot, man. Especially black women. My daddy died when I was 15, so I actually seen a black woman have to go 10 times harder. So, you know, I went from going, in a household where I seen both of my parents to end up being in a household with having a single parent home. So,
No, that's
in
tough.
these relationships, y'all got a lot on y'all plate, taking care of the kids, taking care of your significant other and shit. Sometimes a man should want to get some of that weight off y'all shoulders, you know.
Yes.
There's still some of the
Yes.
shit, I'm 35. There's still some of the things I'm learning too. It just can't be work, home, do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that. Like shit, sometimes hell, you might have to go to them PTA meetings. You might have to go to them seeing the guidance counselor for your kid might be a senior or some shit. You might have to go. A man might have to go to the convenience store, Walmart or something, and get them household products. I'm just saying, like, we always want a woman to submit, but we never think about taking the weight off a woman's shoulder with everyday life. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think it's
Absolutely, bro. You
needed.
said yes. Hey,
Mhm.
Black Blessings, how you doing, hon? Come
What
on
up,
in.
girl? I think for
What's
some reason this is
up?
this is my other channel. So I think my main channel. I don't know if you have me blocked. You don't have me blocked because you can see me in your chat. But there's something I don't know.
Yeah,
I
no,
can
no,
see the
I
link.
I wouldn't block you.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I,
That's
I
crazy.
can see the link at all. And but I went on my other channel. But yeah, I mean, I agree. Men need to take the burden off of a woman. It's
Hmm.
and women need to take the burden off of a man. It's all about working together and and doing right by each other. Because nowadays everybody has to get out here and fight the good fight. It's no more,
Yes.
okay, I'll be a housewife. You can't no. It's no more. And I
Mm-mm.
put you women who are married, my hat goes off to y'all. I salute y'all
Mhm.
because I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could do it. I dealt with someone that I lived with a short period of time, and he was just so controlling. He wanted breakfast, lunch. He wanted me to make his lunch. He wanted me to make it. Yeah, I don't want to do all that. I don't have time.
Right. Right.
I don't have time. But he would, he made sure the bills was paid. But at the same
Right.
time, I don't want to do all that. You know,
Yeah.
when I come home, I don't want you in my house. I'm just that I'm a I am. I know that sounds cold,
You
but
said
I
you
do.
don't want him in the house at all?
I don't want you in the house. I want to pull up to my house and not see you. I'm set in my ways. Like I'll see you on the weekend. Like I put in your chat, my mother and her dude been together for 23 to 24 years, right? And I say it like
Mhm.
that because I'm not for sure the time frame. And they live separate. They talk every day. They are on each other's financial, business. They are best friends. They can't go nowhere without each other. But my mother would be like, I don't want you over here today.
Mhm.
She just like her space. And I'm the same way. I'm the same way. Like I don't need to be up underneath somebody every day. I'm not gonna have sex every day.
Right.
I'm just not gonna do it.
Right.
So I put my hand goes off to you
Right.
ladies that are married, because that's a task.
Mhm.
It's a little bit too much for me,
Oh
but it's a
yes.
task, you know.
Oh yes.
And so that's the thing. Like I try to get the young man. I wanted to hear what he had to say, but it was a debate between him, and Sweet Tea. So I had to, pull back because that was her panel and her channel, and I didn't want to disrespect her, her and her channel, or
Mhm.
be disrespectful. That's what I mean. I didn't want to be disrespectful, so I just let them go at it. But it was funny as
Right.
hell. Shit was funny,
Yeah,
funny as
it was
hell.
good. It was definitely good. It really was.
Hmm.
I enjoyed it because it was something that was different from the norm. we so used to attacks and all of that everybody guard is always up. But I was
Hmm.
like, this is different, and I so enjoyed it. I really did.
Yeah, I did too. It was good. It was good. I enjoyed myself. But
Hmm.
that's just basically about it. We all gotta fight the good fight of divorces, separations, getting married, going through the challenges,
Hmm.
having relationships and all type of relationships. You know what I'm saying? Life is never
Yeah,
ending. So all we
yeah,
could do is just fight the good fight and keep it pushing, you
Am
know?
I still
that's it.
static, you guys?
No, I can hear. We hear you good now.
Okay,
I'm gonna
okay.
go mute because I'm walking my dog and there's a lot of background. So I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, ladies and gents.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, but stay here. Definitely
Okay,
will
babe.
need you. Okay,
Okay.
Cece, go
Hello,
ahead.
hello, everyone. I had to go in under a different brown,
Okay, okay, good.
but the
So
echo and everything is
I'll say this. Phenomenal lives yesterday. Okay, because your lives, Two Raw live, great lives. I liked the
gone.
conversation. I don't know how the conversation got there, but
Right.
it was great, and I that's why I want people to look at the lives, and I want them to get their own opinion of it, because that's what I had to do. Because first Two Raw live came up, because Two Raw hasn't came up on my feed in a long time, and then all of a sudden he popped up, and I just clicked, and I seen what he was talking about. Then I piggyback to you, and I'm like, oh wow, this is good. This is good. So yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
So thank you. That's not what the live was actually about. Okay. As far as Too Raw, I don't watch him.
Okay.
I don't I've heard his name from another content creator, like, shouting him out and calling his name. But as far as me watching him or knowing
Mhm.
who, I have no clue. Okay. So when he dropped down
Okay.
yesterday, I'm the type of person, if you come to my channel and show me some love, I'm gonna, try my best to read the comments and shout you out and do whatever. So that's how I saw him in the chat. But I don't go to his page. I don't know
Okay.
who he is. I don't know what his channel is about, or anything like that. So um basically, that was not the topic. It just kind of turned that way because of him. Okay. Um I
Okay.
was speaking about, for me, okay, as a single woman. Well, I'm not single now, but I was speaking as if I was, in the past tense of being a single woman, okay? And
Right.
I feel that if you're a single woman and you have men in your phone that's trying to date you, take you out, and all blah blah blah, this and that, if you need something, you should be able to ask them. Okay. I
Mhm.
feel, that is a man's role, is to provide and to take care of, a woman. That's just how I feel about it. That's what I saw my father do, my granddaddy do, my uncles do, whatever. That is just how I am. For me, I would not date a man that cannot help me. I will not date a man that don't have his stuff together.
Mhm.
I cannot see myself being submissive to a man with no job. I cannot see myself being submissive to a
Yeah.
man um that does not read the Bible, that try to live his life right, pray over his family, provide for his family, protect his family. I feel like some of these men
Right.
want women submissive, but they're not willing to do their part. What I look like being submissive to a man with no job?
Mhm.
What I look like? Where are you going to lead me to?
Oh, absolutely
Because
not.
you're you're not strong enough to lead yourself. So how are
Right.
you going to lead me? It's not just about money, but a man have to be a man. Okay. It's like we have
Mhm.
a lot of these new age men that's out here depending on women. That's not how it goes,
Mhm.
buddy. You're not going to
Nah,
tell me,
they been doing it. I'm
well,
35. I'm from the hood. I ain't gonna cap to you, and a lot of it might need to be spoke to the women in they like mid 20s. But absolutely, it is.
right,
They
right.
is, man. And it absolutely about the meat, man. These niggas be on Percocets and Addies, man, and everything else, man. That's all it's about with them, man. Cause that's all they seen from their mom.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly,
a lot of them
exactly.
didn't
Yeah.
get that, didn't see that your big mama and how they were raised and shit. It's going
Right.
on, you know.
Yeah.
just, just being honest about it.
Yeah, and that's true. So,
Right.
that's not how it's supposed to be. A woman is not supposed to be out here taking care of no man. So for me, you can't tell me what to do when you don't even have your stuff together. Don't even think you gonna lead anything when it comes to me. A man has to be capable to lead. He can't just lead because he's a man. So Rob was like, because the man wear the pants. Well, women wear pants as well, and you can't be no fool. You can't let somebody
Yeah.
that's not capable lead your ass to nothing. Lead you to lose everything you got. Where's he gonna lead you? He can't lead you. He don't have a job. So then, to Raw, we were not talking personal. He came in and he made it personal because I said a man is supposed to take care of a woman. That's his role, is to provide and to protect and lead his family
Mm-hmm.
and pray for his family. That is all a part of being a man. A woman, of course, is
Right.
not a man, but sometimes we have to fill those shoes because we got some of these men like him that got 7 kids. First of all, I had to ask him, number one, you're not a married man. So you cannot tell me about a husband because you're not. That's number one. Okay. Right. That's just like
Mm-hmm.
a woman trying to tell you about being a wife when she's not a wife. Okay. That's number one.
Right. Yeah.
You
Yeah. Yeah.
laid up with your baby mama and gave her 7 children and did not make an honest woman out of her and marry her. You gave her 7 kids and then you say y'all grew apart after 7 children. That's number one.
Mm.
Okay. You didn't marry her. You're not a husband. Now you're dating this
Mm.
other woman that you met on a dating app, and she's not your wife either. Okay. But you're on here talking about she
Mm.
got military benefits. We shouldn't even know that. Why are you speaking about the benefits that she have? What do you bring to the relationship as a man? So this is a man that want a woman to be
Right.
submissive, that doesn't even make enough to take care of his 7 children, number one. And he didn't even make an honest woman out of his baby mama who he laid with and gave her 7 children. But you want a woman to be submissive to you? You have to, what's the saying? Pay the cost to be the boss. You can't leave me
Uh-huh.
no.
Uh-huh.
So he's the one that turned it. He turned the conversation into being submissive and all that kind of stuff. And he ain't even nobody's husband. He don't even make enough to take care of his 7 children. Yeah, so he's the
Okay,
one
because
that
I
made it
missed the part.
personal.
Okay, because I had missed the part with the kids, the 7 kids. I missed that
Yeah.
part.
And 6
And
daughters.
then it turned into okay. Okay, so now I see where the debate came in as far as he's not married. He's an unmarried man.
Yes.
He's did he say he was about to get married or something, or
He
he's on his
said
way
that.
to
I
marriage
said,
or
well, why
something?
aren't you married? I think he said that they've been dating for 2 years and they're going to get married, but they're not married
Mm.
as of yet. Because he was like, well, do you want to talk to my fiance? And I said, your fiance can't tell me nothing because your fiance is not a wife. What can she tell me? Because see, his
Mm.
wording was off. I would not let her say nothing like this. And she can't say nothing. My husband can't let me do nothing. And let me say this. I allow my husband to lead because my husband is capable. Okay? You got to make sure
Mhm.
that the man
Mhm.
is capable to lead you. If this man don't have no job, he does not take care of his responsibilities, he doesn't have great work ethic, where is that mean he is not capable of leading your family? So I allow my husband to
Mhm.
lead
Mhm.
because my husband is capable of leading our family. Because when you're a mother, in my opinion, I am a mother. I look at my life as I'm being a mother before a wife, even though that is backwards in the Bible. It should be the other way. But I didn't give life to my husband. I gave life to my children. So my children
Uh-huh.
come
Uh-huh.
first. They are a part of me. I
Right. Right.
had them.
Right.
So whatever decisions I make, it is going to be geared around the livelihood of my children. I'm not going to let no man lead me
Right.
when my children come first. So that
Right.
means if you can't lead me properly, my children is going to suffer. You have to
Hey,
be
Mhm.
capable
Mhm.
You gotta be capable. You a man, you ain't got no job, but you want to be in control over my money. You don't pay your bills and take care of your kids. That means you ain't gonna pay the mortgage. You ain't gonna pay the rent. You don't care nothing about the light. You want to go shopping. How can I deem you as capable? Just because you're a man does not mean that you are capable to lead. So he automatically was offended because I said that is the role of a man. Now, like I said, I allow my husband to lead. Let me tell you, whatever I do for my husband is because I love him. It is not because I have to be submissive to him because he's a man. Whatever my husband do for me is because he loves me, and that is what he wants to do. If my husband asks something of me that I don't want to do, I clearly say no, I don't want to do it. If I ask something of my husband that he doesn't want, my husband say no, I don't want to do it. Now, when there's decisions that need to be made that's going to affect us as a family, we talk about it. If my husband say it's a no, it's a no. That's it. If we discuss something and I say, well, no, babe, I no, that's not what I want to do. It's a no. It's nothing about one being more submissive to the other. It's about working together as a family. Both people matter. But he feels that because a man wears the pants, the woman has no say-so. She has no voice. I don't have that type of marriage. We in 2024. Women go to work. We pay bills. We get it out the mud. We help. Let me tell you, the man make the money and stuff, but the woman is the brains in the marriage. The woman gonna make sure that mortgage paid. The woman gonna make sure it's money to the side for grocery. The woman gonna make sure that we got savings. The woman is gonna okay.
Yeah, all of the above. When we get up, we think about everything. When they get up, to me, in my opinion, they wake up, they think about sex, they think about food. But we have so many things that we juggling in our mind.
Gas money.
I feel y'all on that, but at the same time, as I'm listening to it, I have to ask myself, like, it was a turning point when I was a teenager. Like, my dad died, so I seen everything firsthand from how black women have to actually do certain things. Plus my mama worked a man job. She worked in construction. She made good money. So with me, it's a lot of stuff that I had to learn, from her, as far as financial literacy, you know. Um, Even the stuff which y'all talking about, how a man supposed to help out. It gonna be roguish and wrong for me saying, no matter what I'm at in life, I come from, I have a past. I just say it like this. So, my mama had a saying with all her sons, you never leave a woman with a wet ass. So with me, I might just be cut different, Shit, I had to just get out. Like, shit, my dad died when I was 15. Like, I jumped out the porch at 16. So, shit, I seen how the housing market crashed when I went off to college. Hustling to do what I had to do. The housing market crashed in like 2008. I graduated high school 2008. So my mama down there went in foreclosure. You know what I'm saying? I could have. I don't want to just, I ain't trying to just put all my business out there, but it was just something, I done had to do things to take care of my internal family at the time. So with me, I had my daughter when I was like 29. My 3 older kids, they my stepkids. I never come on here say stepkids, they all mine. No matter the other nigga, what he doing, none of that. We ain't worried about him over here. Some niggas hate me for that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of the
If you're
lessons
gonna be with a woman, right, and you love that woman, you gotta love everything that's attached to her.
Yeah.
And that's those children as well.
Yeah. That one.
Now, what
And that
do you
one
think
getting there with
about
the other. Huh?
No, go ahead.
No, that's why
No,
I was
I
getting
was
it with
about
the
to
other
ask you
guy
what.
having 7 kids, being in a relationship with a lady. He ain't just probably staying with her, probably eating the
Mm.
kid fruit snacks,
Mhm.
using a food stamp card.
Not the food
He
snacks.
sound like
You better say it.
twin. I'm
You better
sorry.
say
I'm
it.
sorry. He's a whole nigga to me, man.
You better say it.
You
Hmm.
know, you
Hmm.
know. Yeah, hate me. Yeah, I'm just saying, man. But you know, every man different. That nigga probably be over 40, man. It's niggas in my sector that I be beefing with like that, man. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Dude probably got a couple aggravated assault charges on him, man.
Hmm. And
Just
here's
saying.
the thing. A real man will never get upset because a woman say that that is a man's role. That is a man's role. You shouldn't even feel like a man if you can't provide for your family. You shouldn't even feel
Hmm.
like a man. How can you feel like you want to tell a woman what to do when you can't even provide for her? Man, you better get out my face. You better go sit down. Like what?
Hmm.
And the thing about it is that it's not so much about being married, okay? But since he brought up the Bible and God and submissive, he's the one that brought this stuff into it, and it's everything that he's not. Everything that
Mm.
he, yeah, you do. It look a little funny that you gave time you and a girl grew apart after you gave her 7 kids. Now you finna go marry another woman who you ain't got no kids by because she got military benefits, but you done laid with this lady and gave this lady 7 kids and 6 daughters. What? And you talking about somebody being submissive? No.
Mm.
He's the one
Mm.
that turned it into that, right? So then he did not like our response because I think any woman, again, the man have to be capable of leading. That's like you going to work, giving a man your check, and he out here spending it, riding around, drinking. You know what I'm saying? Partying, spending money, and then the bill's not paid. You gonna give him your check because he's a man and he wear pants? Well, you better put some pants on too, and don't be no fool because you're gonna be outside. And he ain't gonna be able to do
Mhm.
nothing for you. Don't be no fool just because he's a man. It makes no sense. God give us common sense as well. You have
Yeah,
to be
definitely.
capable. And it could be
Yeah,
the other way
and I think
around.
that's
It
what I
could
was
be a
saying in the
man
beginning
out
of the
here.
live too. Like,
It could be the other way around. It
yeah,
could be a
that's
man
and
out here working hard and a woman stay home. And she get this man check. She going to get her hair done, her nails done. She ain't pay the rent. She ain't pay the light. The kids ain't hardly got no food. The man gonna be like, hell no. Uh-uh. You're not capable.
mhm. Yeah, that's true. That's why in the beginning, I was saying, can y'all hear me? Because I don't know if I went in and out. Can y'all
Yep.
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Oh, okay, y'all can hear me. That's what I was saying in the beginning of the live. What I was like, submission part, like it has to be a reason why you have to submit to somebody. It can't just be, oh
Mhm.
yeah, he giving me good sex, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna submit. No, it
A
has to
fool.
be a
A fool.
reason
A fool.
behind that
You
submission.
better yourself.
Right.
Let me. I'm on your panel. Let me.
No,
I
I
rather
don't know if
hunch
y'all can hear.
myself.
Am I going in and out?
No, no.
No, go ahead. You can talk.
No, I'd rather
Go
hunch
ahead.
myself.
Whoever wanted to talk, go ahead.
I'd rather hunch myself than be outside with you. What the hell? Like, and it's sex is too overrated. Hunch on yourself and have everything you need. Then you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. You gotta use your common sense and you can't be no fool. But again, he made it personal when it wasn't, it wasn't personal at all, and then when we got down to the nitty-gritty, he's not the man that he's not a man that's even worth submitting to. So, that's why he got mad. So then
Mm.
he left from my panel. He went over to one man band panel. And one man band is very disrespectful to women. He has no respect. But yet he's always on here begging women for their money. See, he's another one. Okay. That want to talk down to women and call them out their name, but then want to be on this panel having a nervous breakdown because the women not giving him cash apps. So which one is it? Okay. So he left and he went over to one man band page. and started speaking bad about me, because when we started to ask those questions, are you married? How many children do you have? Are you with your baby's mother? He started talking about the benefits that the new girlfriend fiance have. So, you know, just that type of behavior shows you right there that he's not capable. Then he spoke about the money that he make. It's not even enough to take care of his 7 children, but you want somebody to submit to you. So of course it
Right.
was fitting. It was very fitting for him to go to one man band, you know, a person that's very disrespectful to women, and on here begging women for $40 and stuff to pay his phone bill. He's also a man that is not capable to lead. So of course, you know, you got people like that that's gonna link up together. That's not what men do. Men get out here and they get it out the mud, even if they got to work 2 jobs, even if they have to work in the morning and at night. That's what a man is supposed to do, not get on social media and beg women for their money and then get mad when the women don't give them their money, call them all out their name. That's not you. You gonna let a man like that lead your home? You're gonna let a man like that lead your home? You'll be a fool.
So do you
I think
see
the biggest,
Melanie's comment? When she said, "Hello, Mel. Just want to ask a question for Miss T. So what happens if your husband becomes disabled and can't get out there and work? Are you going to feel the same way, or are you going to hold it down?"
Hold him down 100%. And this is also what I said. I said that if you have a real man in your life, right, that get out here and he get it, he go to work, right? Usually the man pays the higher bills in the home, okay, and the women pay the smaller bills, okay. So if you have a man out here that has done exactly what he's supposed to do all these years, that money that you're working to make because you're paying the smaller bills, you should have a savings so that when something happens to your husband, he falls sick, he's laid off or anything, now it is time for you to fill that role. You should be capable of doing that. If your man has been working and paying all those bills, you hopefully would have been smart enough to save that money, because your common sense tell you that everybody reach a point where they fall on hard times. It should never be your husband lose his job and then y'all are outside. If you are
you
able
right.
body as a woman, you need to work. Okay? If you are able body, whether you work at home, whether you work part-time, whatever, if you are an able-bodied woman, because 2 incomes is better than 1. When your husband falls short, you need to be able to step in. That's how I feel about that.
Mm.
Man, I might need to get up off this panel. It's crazy that comment up there. I'm just wondering, that's a person from our sector just trolling with that comment. But
Which comment?
when I
The
was
one I
like, nah, the
that I
one
posted.
that posted, when I was like 4, my dad had messed his spine up, so he ended up getting disabled. You know, like I said, my mom worked a construction job, so you know how disability work. Folks get a check, shit like that. Um, the roles, yeah, they do get in reverse, man. Um, in a crazy way, you know, in a crazy way. So it's we living in an age where women, it's cool to be the head of the household, man. It just ain't cool to have no sorry ass nigga around. You feel me? Even though
And
my
then
daddy
roles have been a lot of roles have been reversed too. You have women that, what I'm saying, that you have fathers that are stay-at-home dads and women that's going up to work. I've
Mhm,
seen it on like how the shorts and reels and stuff. I've seen
mhm.
couples, because so many couple channels out here now, and I've seen the man that stays in the home and the woman goes out to work and don't mind it at all. I know somebody personally.
Right.
Yeah, I know
There.
somebody personally that she's the breadwinner. Her husband stays at
Mhm.
home to watch the kids because
Watch
she
the
don't want
kids.
her
Yeah.
kids in daycare.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then also too, if you have, if you have, say you have a wife that has a degree and she's making way more money than the husband would,
Mhm.
versus paying money for daycare, there's nothing wrong with the husband staying home, taking care of the children, Because the wife is making a lot of money. She's making more
Mhm.
than, and it works versus them putting out money paying for all this money for daycare when he can stay home because the wife is making enough. She's more than capable of carrying the family. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But
Yeah.
also, having a spouse is a helpmate. Helpmate, meaning if your husband lose his job, y'all should not be outside. Your ass should have been working, especially if it ain't nothing wrong with you. That's another thing. You have some of these women that just, oh, I just want to be a stay at home. Why? Two incomes is better than one. Y'all will be able to
Mhm.
vacation, do a lot of different things, save more money. It two incomes is better. Some of these women are so ignorant to the fact that they just want to be able to say they just stay home. Why not help your husband? You should be a helpmate. It goes both ways.
Mhm.
If your
I
husband
would
falls
prefer
sick, he
both be
shouldn't be worried
working.
about the bills while he's sick. He should know that you can hold it down.
Yeah, I prefer both be working because two incomes is better than one any day. So
Yep.
I prefer, unless you have a you the CEO of a company or something, you don't
Right.
really have to do the work to do it and all of that stuff. That's totally different. That you're in the office all day and stuff. But I prefer both to be working because it's like, I mean, it's just that's just works for me. I don't know, but anybody else, I really don't need no stay at home because I don't have no small children. So
Mm.
my thing is you gotta have your own, you gotta be working, your own crib, your own car. You at least gotta have a driver's license. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
But he wants you to be submissive. Man, you better get out my face. You not capable. You got to be
Yeah.
capable of being like because women, that's how we think, because the majority of us are mothers, or we saw our mothers or our sisters or our aunts and stuff. We automatically, we're thinking about down the line. This got to be paid. This
Mhm.
got to be paid. Got to put this over here. We need grocery. We got to filter in the gas. We got to do this. We got to do this. This got to go over here. This got to go over there. The same way God did not intend for a man to be alone. The roles, we need each other. So there's no more of like more submissive to one than the other. We need each other. We work together as
Yeah.
helpmates. It is a partnership between a husband and a
It's a
wife.
partnership. Yeah.
So all this because the
What
man
the
wear the
hell,
pants
Blessing?
and this
What
and
you?
that. Huh?
Yeah, it don't have nothing to do with that about the pants no more. You know what I'm saying? We living in a new day and age. Nobody cares about that anymore. Like, oh, he wear the pants.
At
Nah,
all.
that's yeah, that don't matter no more.
That's why
Because
he's
women
like,
are
you
so
submissive
dominant.
to your husband? Is you submissive to your husband? Man, listen, we work
Hmm.
together. It ain't
Yes,
no,
it's a
is you
partnership.
submissive to. It's a part, and
Yeah.
that's exactly what I was explaining yesterday. Is he's like, oh, it just shows that you don't really have love for your husband because you're not. I'm not. Let me tell you something. I'm a Scorpio. I'm strong. I'm
Mm-hmm.
strong as a hoe. Okay. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not submissive to nobody but God. That's it. Okay. I don't view my husband as, or my marriage as, oh, I have to be submissive to my husband. No, I view it as a partnership.
Mm-hmm.
50-50. I say yes, you say no, we're gonna talk about it, and then how it end up, it's how it end up. It's a partnership. We agree, we sit down and we talk about decisions and we make them together. It's not just a one-way street just because he's the man, that okay, what he say goes.
Right.
No, I wouldn't even be, that's in my opinion, that's not a happy, healthy relationship if you can't have a voice. Your opinion doesn't matter. I don't think that's not, no. Mm-mm.
So do you agree that counseling needs to be had before marriage, in between, like during the course of the marriage? Do you feel like it's beneficial for counseling before and throughout the marriage?
Well, this is what I think. I don't because I feel like at the end of the day, like just like with me, I don't have a perfect marriage. Okay. I'm a Scorpio. I'm very aggressive. I have, anger issues. Okay. It is what it is. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, I'm getting better. Okay, I'm getting better, right? But
Mm-hmm.
um, so I mean, I don't have a perfect marriage. Um, maybe to a lot of people, but for me it's perfect. I don't have infidelity. I don't I do I recognize that I need to work on my temper because we're Scorpios, we're kind of aggressive, we're kind of, we very soft and very loving, very loyal, but we do come off a little strong, and sometimes we
Mm-hmm.
got to check ourselves and be like, okay, hold up, so if you mix
Facts.
that, you mix
Damn, it's
that
all
with
three Scorpios. It's three Scorpios up
okay,
here.
right, right. So
Damn,
sometimes we gotta check ourselves because if you mix that, like
crazy.
we'll pick up something and throw something at your ass real quick and then realize we threw it. And then we gotta be like, oh my God, I loved you. I'm sorry. I ain't mean it. You know, it's that's just our nature. That's just how we are. But for me, I don't deal with infidelity and all that type of stuff. So to me, I have a perfect marriage for me,
Mm-hmm.
not for nobody else, but for me. So in
Mm-hmm.
regards to counseling, I really don't feel that counseling really works because remember, you got two. God don't make no two people the same. Even twins, they have different personalities. Okay, so I just feel that there's no amount of counseling that is going to correct or change anything. I think that it's two different people coming together, trying to build a life together. Two different
Mm-hmm.
personalities, two different ways of looking at life, two different everything. And then we grow and we change every year. We don't stay the same, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we have to learn how to grow together. I don't think that that's nothing that counseling can teach you. I just think that it's something that takes work. Um, so I don't feel that counseling really does anything because like I said, you could be this way now and then next year your birthday come, you're a whole different person. Your likes change, your taste
Mm-hmm.
change. You don't stay the same. So I just think it's just about growing together, keeping that bond between two people. But I just don't think that it's something that counseling can fix. I think you have to.
Facts. It's a waste of money.
Yeah,
I mean, first and foremost, keeping God first ahead of household, no matter you know, what lifestyle your marriage is. Had, when y'all between closed doors, it ain't for the outside, no. So
Mm-hmm.
it just with me. And even I was raised in the church. That's why it's kind of dude going to the Bible. He only picking up. He first I want to just bring up that point about the Bible situation.
mhm.
He that's like some manosphere First Testament type bullshit, but they only picking certain parts. They not
Certain
looking at they picking what they want. You feel
yeah.
what I'm saying? They not
Hmm.
looking at the criteria that it costs to be the boss, like y'all said, you know providing, protecting, and maintaining. Um, that's that's
Hmm.
key to a lot of this shit. But at the same time, if y'all ain't got God first, you ain't praying over your family. You really failing
Well,
yourself.
well, I'm going to rebuttal y'all on that one right there. We got to agree to disagree with the counseling because
Hmm.
um I just feel like, in the beginning, it opens up the door for you both to get to know each other before you take that plunge. Like, because it's like, you think you know each other, you really do. And I'm just going to use my marriage as an example. You really think you know that person. You think you've opened up with everything with that person. But I feel like sometimes when you talk to strangers, it's better than talking to people that you know. Now, putting your family in your marriage, that's a no-go. That's not good at all. But talking to someone like a therapist or something, and letting them know, like, definitely keep God first, definitely keep God first.
I think
But
that's the counselor. I think that Bible and talking to God, because let me tell you, a person can sit down with the counselor and tell all kind of lies. You don't know.
What do you think about each other sitting down? You know, with you sitting down with each other and telling lies
And it
too,
and
because
it's recorded. And it's recorded. It's too much like interrogation to me.
Yeah,
You
and
know.
then, but let me tell you, a person can sit down with that counselor and tell all kind of lies. You don't know a person until y'all live together, y'all under that same roof, y'all are waking up and sleeping to each other, sleeping with each other every day. You look at their patterns, because at that point, it's not about what you say, it's about what you show me. You can tell the
yeah.
counselor anything. Oh yeah, this and this how I feel, blah 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 blah, blah, and be lying. But their
Right.
actions is going to show you who they are. And staying connected. Like me and my husband, we have been through a lot. We've been together over 20 something years. Okay.
That's a
Scorpios,
long
we
time.
change every day. Okay.
Mm.
Depends on how we wake up. You might get cussed out, you might be loved on, you might be rubbed on, you might be slapped on. We don't know. Okay. It's we change every day. Of course, Scorpios, we are just a little cray cray. That's just what it
Yeah.
is. That is, we just made like that. Okay. So it takes special people to be with us. Okay. It takes
Mm.
a special person
Thick
to
skin,
be
thick skin.
with
Got
a
to have thick
Scorpio.
skin.
You gotta have thick skin. We're alliance, okay? We are, but we are very loving. We are very kind. We are very loyal. When we love you with everything in us. But it takes a special person to love us and to be with us, because we require a lot. Okay,
Hmm.
it takes a lot, but I feel that a person can sit in front of that counselor and tell all kind of lies, but then when you go home and you under the same roof and you're dealing with that person every day and you are seeing their actions, I think that that is what you know what's really going to show you who that person is, versus counseling. You can say anything in counseling. What they say is
Hmm.
not about what a person say to you, it's about what they show you. You can only
Well,
fake for so long until the real you show up.
I like the, what I'm saying, a couple of comments that I'm seeing down here. I like what Shamika said. She said sometimes you need a mediator that can hear both sides.
True.
And then Bad and Bougie said, but why would you go to a client? What that that can't help? Why would you go to the counselor lying about your feelings? Um, because you're basically like Trey said, you're laying the foundation down for, what I'm saying, your marriage. So why would
But
anybody want to go in and lie to the
but
counselor?
but so why do some husbands lie to their wives? Why do some wives lie to their husband? Why do the wife lie and say she ain't been shopping and she ain't spent this and then blah 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 and then come to find out is she spent it? Why the husband lie and say he wasn't talking to Keisha and then the phone bill say he was on the phone with a hoe and then he was texting her and then what? Why? Why?
Yeah, those a lot of
Because
lies.
you don't want to be made to seem like the bad person. You may not even want to have to go through all that. You just there because the wife want to be there. Yeah, yeah. The moon is over there with the stars and the tree, and then yes, it came, and that's how I feel. The man don't
Mhm.
really want to be there anyway. He don't want to talk about his feelings and all blah blah blah. So that they lie.
Yeah,
Everybody lie.
yeah.
They
Women
lie,
lie, men lie. Yeah,
but they actions not gonna lie. Them
yeah.
actions is what's gonna tell you. Like I say, my marriage is not perfect, but it's perfect for me and my husband. We have a
Hmm.
very strong bond with each other. That, like you said, don't let family and all that. We don't let nobody in between our bond.
Yeah.
Nobody. His children, my family, nobody. Because our relationship and our love is between each other. We are the ones that lay in the bed next to each other every night. His family don't know me on the intimate level, and my family don't know him on the intimate level. They can't tell him nothing about me, and my family can't tell me nothing about him. That's my husband, and I'm his wife.
Hmm.
When
Hmm.
people are not in your bedroom, they don't know. You never know 100% what people go through behind closed doors. And you know what I'm saying, intimately with each other. An outside person can't tell you nothing. You're in that marriage. You're in that relationship. The only thing that's going to help and build that bond is that Bible and praying and God. Y'all praying over each other, not no outside people. You can lie to
Right.
God. You know what I'm saying? God know your heart. God know your heart. But a man, you know, people lie. People lie. They lie all the time.
Yeah, it be a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's the deception. And that's why I said that. Well, definitely, if I get married again, I have to have that counseling in the beginning. Like I feel like it's good for my mental health. It would be
Hmm.
good for both of us, our mental health. You know what I'm saying? To sit down and have, what I'm saying, a mediator. And I wish I
Hmm.
had done that first. I thought about it before I got married, but I just didn't do it because I felt like, okay, I got this. This is my marriage. This is what I'm going to be able to do. If it gets out of hand, I know what to do and all of that. But it was like, dang, when I look back on it, I'm like, man, but you have to be where I'm at in order to understand why I feel like counseling would have done
Yeah,
us
we did
good.
it with the pastor, like when me and
Yeah,
my husband got married back in the days. You had to go to your pastor for
pastor
counseling.
first.
Right. And
Yeah,
that's what we did. We went to our pastor or whatever. And we basically listened, the pastor, let us know. Don't let outside people in your marriage build your bond. Pray over your marriage, pray over each other, you know, um, different things like that. But I mean, it may work for some people or it may not,
yeah. It ain't for
depends on the
everybody.
person.
Just like marriage
Right.
ain't for everybody, college ain't for everybody.
Yep.
Everything ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's all in what you make it. That's why we all individuals, and we just learn things different ways. And that's why the discussion needed to be had. And that's why I said this is what I like in this sector when it comes to the hard topics and hard conversations. I love this because it's different from the norm, from what we used to. We used to going back and forth and button heads, but this was something that it intrigued me. I'm like, yeah, definitely I need to piggyback because I want to. And then like even with Two Raw, I would love to get his perspective. So he did give his perspective on his live, and um, but
See,
it was
I
some.
think
It
I
was
think with him, he was like a hit dog hollering because it wasn't even the topic and he made it that. But again,
mm,
people, I just feel like you just have to be very careful when you speak on people marriages because again, you're not in their home, you're not
yeah,
in their bed, you're not in
yeah,
their conversation, you're not in there. You don't know what people. Only thing you can do is speculate, and that's the worst thing people can do is speculate about somebody else's marriage. You
yeah.
don't know what people go through behind closed doors. And honestly,
Yeah,
when you're married, it doesn't matter what outside people say. You are married to that person, and that person is married to you. That's why I say one thing about my marriage with my husband, we have a very strong bond with each other. We don't let no outside people come into our marriage and tell us what we need to do. We don't
right,
because
right,
I'm with him and he with me and he's with me. We pray about it, we talk about it, and that's what we do. When you start letting outside influences come in and dictate your relationship and your marriage, that's where you go wrong because now you're no longer thinking for yourself. You're allowing what other people are putting into your spirit. You're bringing that into your home. You're bringing that into your relationship and you bringing that into your marriage. You can't do that.
right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, mistakes were made, and that's why I go into a lot of self-reflecting because I have to figure out, okay, you can point fingers at him, but what did you do wrong too? So that's why I do a lot of that, and I sit and I think, about, okay, I can't dwell on what happened. I can't dwell on the past. I have to move forward. And in any relationship that I move forward in, I know what to do the next time. I definitely won't be oversharing. That's number one. You know what I'm saying? So, and just keeping the bounds of my relationship within between myself and my mate. That's
Mhm.
definitely
Very important
something. Like that's huge. That's huge.
because
That's a huge part of a marriage working.
it builds
Yeah.
your bond with that person because let me tell you, a man want to feel that what y'all discuss and what y'all go through is just between y'all.
Hmm.
It makes them love and trust you so much more.
Right.
that you hold it close to your heart, that you love him enough to respect that what he talked to you about or what he's going through is between you, him,
And
and God,
him.
and
Yeah.
nobody.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I say a lot of mistakes was made on my part. I got to a point where whenever I felt like I was deceived, I call up my, somebody in my family, or, let them know, like that was open gates to like the hell, what I'm saying, that I went through in my marriage, because it was like, this is between us, but you did this and you did that. But me, I felt deceived. And I'm like, no, well, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this my way and I'm gonna do this my way, you know what I'm saying? Because you
Mm-hmm.
should never deceive me. It wasn't like,
Oh,
one
that's
deception. It was a couple of, things that, he deceived me on, but I
right.
was angry. And like I said, we vengeful people. We gonna get our lick back. That's how we
Mhm.
are. We vengeful. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes,
I'm gonna
we
get my
are.
lick back. I may not get you tomorrow. I may not get you today,
I'm
but
gonna
I'm gonna
get
get you.
your ass.
Right. When you least expect it, I'm going to get you. That's just how the mentality is.
But
So
the best person to get him is God. You be like, you know what? I'm
yeah,
gonna talk to God about what you did. I'm gonna talk to
yeah,
God about what, and you gonna see.
yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But yes, this was awesome. I love the conversation. I like the chat was interacting. Gordo, he came up here and did his thing. Yeah, these conversations need to be continued. We need to. It's so many things that we could talk about, man. It's so many things that people want to talk about. Like we doing the live tonight, me and Nart, the domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a lot of women reach out to me about that subject alone. So that's the direction that I know I want to go in, where it's like helping other women that want to talk, you know what I'm saying, like have these conversations. Because when I look at other chats, I'm like, man, these they be wanting to talk.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I just think that, you know what I'm saying, your live is set the stage for what's to come moving forward. How can we create a realm of peace on this sector? You know what I'm saying? That's I would love to keep.
100%.
Yes, I would love to keep these conversations going like back to back to back, because this is content. This is content. And
Mm-hmm.
that's why I wanted to have the debate with everybody, saying, what do you think is good content? You know what I'm saying? Because it's so much things that we can discuss. Man, let's do it. Let's go.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I'm all for it. So I do thank you for having me up. To anybody that missed the live, I do have it up. It is public on my platform. Yesterday, I initially I put it on private at first because
Mhm.
after he left my live, he went over, like I said, to One Man Band. And One Man Band was over there saying that he was going to play my live on his page, which I don't understand why people put themselves in situations to get their page struck.
Mhm.
Playing somebody else's live is ridiculous when they could just go over and listen for themselves. I
Mhm.
just feel it's very childish. So I did put it on private. And then I took it off. I said, okay, you want to screen record my live and play it, I'm gonna give it to you so you can do it, and then I'm gonna strike you. But it's
Mhm.
just childish and it doesn't make any sense. But that is the reason why I put it on private, and then I went ahead and I put it public because I feel like um there were things said in that live that can help others. It allows people to view things differently. Um,
Mhm.
and it's not fair for me to keep it from people that want to hear it. And that way everybody can hear everybody different perspectives. I just feel like everybody needs to respect everybody else's content, and stuff like that. It's just ridiculous. And that's when we lose focus on the commentary, is
Mhm.
when we so busy, just wanting to do stupid stuff, and then when something happened to your page, now it's woe is me. It's ridiculous. But I did go ahead and I put it back public for everybody to hear it. And I want to hear you guys' opinion about it and stuff like that. And I agree with you, Mel. I think that we should continue this conversation. We should bring up different topics.
Yeah.
um and I think that it can be helpful too, a lot of people, me being in a marriage, you going through a divorce, there's a lot of, I received a lot of different emails as far as people wanting to come up and express themselves and talk as well. So I think that it could be something huge that can help people.
Yes, absolutely. And I feel like, it can also set the stage for doing some, bringing change to this sector too.
Yes,
Like I said, I think we've said all we can say about each other. I'm all out of words. So I,
exactly.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking forward to, topics, different conversations. Definitely domestic violence is my number one because, I was in it. I was in the thick of it. So,
Right.
and I want to allow other women to have a voice on that subject as well. The ones that haven't spoken out, the ones that feel like they want to help other women. So that's the direction that I want to go in.
Right, 100%. And I will be in the building tonight, showing you guys, some love and support. Um, Gordo, it was cool conversing with you.
Same
Yeah,
to you.
Gordo.
Same
Gordo
to you.
been quiet.
Gordo is so
Gordo.
quiet.
I will let y'all women have it. I mean,
So we
everybody
appreciate you
different,
coming.
man. So I just sit back letting y'all have it, man. I just gave my perspective on certain things, but
No, I
Definitely.
yeah,
appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Yes, yes. You really did shed some light. And like I said, it's so good and so refreshing to hear different perspectives. So yeah, don't be a stranger, Gordo. I might need
Yeah,
you a couple of times over on my panel as well. And I'll come show you some love if you have something on yours as well.
oh
definitely.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
he got
most
his time
definitely be
coming
over
out.
there. Most definitely be over there. Oh, I'll be on prayer. Fuck shit. And some stuff be educational, but yeah. I got time. You might
It's
get a
okay.
30-minute music selection because I want to just clear. So I know it's my sector is like a reality show. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and
It gets
everything
What
wild.
sector are you in, Gordo?
on the Mo 3 sector.
Mm, I don't even know what that is.
It's based
Yeah.
off the rapper Mo 3, but it done turned
Oh,
into something totally different. Plus, we merged with other black spaces. So, yeah, it's a lot of CPS calling, folks fighting, folks and people personal business, doxing a lot of, calling
oh,
folks jobs, all that. Yeah,
They got a
there's
lot
y'all,
going on over there.
a lot of,
y'all hood
a
over
lot of,
there?
you know,
Y'all
yeah,
hood over
people meeting up, yeah, we the ratchet part, yeah. We the young ratchet folks of YouTube.
there?
You
Ooh,
feel me?
oh,
Lot,
goodness.
a lot of fuck shit going on to cover up a murder investigation.
Ooh,
Wow.
oh
I mean, that's what it is. That's basically what it is. You
my,
know.
ooh.
Wow.
I don't know. I might be scared to
Yeah, it's Black History Month though, so I'm letting a lot of my other content, that I done dropped, a lot of this stuff just reappear and shit. So yeah, I ain't really on too much of nothing. They almost made me jump out the window with some old stuff from 2 years ago, but I just left it alone because it's like
Mm.
when you like, and I set this a lot of linking up people talking about and saying stuff like this. So it's like, you know, I let them entertain a lie because if I tell the truth, it's like then you in the wrong. So, sometimes as a man, we can't. All right, I'm gonna give you a short form story. Me and I got put in so many plays in the beginning. I sucked to one man band popped up and I used to go over there, but once I seen how he did his leading lady over there, I kind of stepped
hmm,
back from dude. But looking 2-3 years later, like it's the same thing, but it's like over there, it's you might catch you going every day night because folks on we young folks, so folks on what they own over there. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna get a lot of scratching. It's not women scratching with women. You're gonna catch women and men scratching with each other on panels. So it's like it's very disrespectful, So
Mm.
it's it's one of them things like when they take. I was once cool with him, but then seeing that's a pattern, and he did it with a person he was once his number one supporter. You know, I still salute him and stuff, but it's like, you know, I just don't. It's too much sometimes. You know, it's too much. You feel me?
Yeah. We definitely that's why over here I'm trying to change the norm, you know what I'm saying? So whenever I do get the chance to come out, I try because I'll be so busy during the week, y'all. I really do. But you know, my weekends, I got a 3-day weekend, so that's the only reason why I'm able to come out like I am now. But yeah, definitely trying to stray away from a lot of, you know, things that went on over here. So
Yeah.
I just want to make sure it's positive and, you know, all the time. And I understand it's going to be, you know, some things that people be like, okay, I can't forget this, I can't forget that. But I don't know, you know, me, the journey that I'm on, it's just, you know, nothing really phases me anymore. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's God working on me. God has definitely been working on me.
I've
He's
come a long
definitely,
That's the best way. That's the
yeah.
best way to be, honest.
I've come a long way with that too. Like, you know, when
Mhm.
you fresh out here in these YouTube streets and you're just being attacked and stuff like that, it's especially if you're not used to that in your everyday life, it's like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness, you know, you fighting back, fighting back, fighting back. But I've learned so much. I let these people say whatever they want to say. If I want to address something, I do. I don't let it bother
Yeah.
me. I let them just, you know, come up with, you know, all kind of lies, you know, just like my live from yesterday. You know, people were saying I was coming back live at 8 o'clock and I was gonna keep coming live and I was gonna do that. You know, it just be so crazy when you hear people, you know, speak on you like they know you. You know, like, oh,
Mm.
this is what you're gonna do, and this, you know. So I've learned, like, you know, you can come out and you can say something out your mouth and have a great live and stuff like that, and then people are still they're gonna turn it around, you know, and they're gonna say this and they're gonna say that. So I've learned a lot to where I come out, I say what I have to say, and then that's it. That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's
Like
yeah.
that's what like we gotta learn. That's I said what I had to say. That's it. It's that's
Yeah.
it. That's it. And
Yeah,
that's all.
that's it. Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
So I think that's very important, you know, because these people will have you just, you know, the lies they make up, the things that they say, you know, just you just have to say, that's it. I said it. I put it out there. It is what it is. And that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
But also, I'm excited also to be able to learn something from people that's been married 30, 40, 50, 60 years. You know, I'm excited for that as well to learn some things that I can implement in my marriage and, you know,
Yeah.
different things like that.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm excited.
Yeah, absolutely. And people need to know, you know what I'm saying? It could be somebody who's newlyweds or, you know, about to walk down the aisle. And some of these stories they can help them, you know what I'm saying, what to do and in some instances and, you know, just being you know, being a team, just working together as a team, because that's basically what it takes. Working together as a team.
And I am
And
a big believer also that as men and women, you have to celebrate your partner. Speak
yeah.
about the wonderful things. People do not like for you to celebrate your partner. People want you to come out here and tell your partner down and talk about your partner like a dog. It is
Mm.
so crazy that people get upset when you celebrate your love. You celebrate the good things about your partners. People don't like that. And that's so sad. They will attack
Mhm.
they will attack you for celebrating your partner. They want you to come out here and be like, oh, he this, oh, she this, oh, she. They will jump on the bandwagon with you 100%. But when you speak about the wonderful things about your partner, they don't like it.
Mm.
Celebrate
No, you
your
definitely
partner.
have to pour.
Celebrate your love. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate those things.
Yeah, you definitely have to pour into your partner. That's huge too. You have to
Mm.
pour into them. So yeah, but
But I
yes,
will
guys.
be down in the chat. I thank you so much for having me. Don't be a stranger to, you know, my page as well. And
Hmm.
this was great. I
Absolutely. Thank you for coming up, and I appreciate you. So
You welcome.
We'll be back here on tonight at 7 o'clock my time.
You welcome. I'll see you down in the chat.
Okay, thank you, hon. So yes, you guys, this was impromptu. It definitely wasn't planned. It was impromptu and it was a great live. So I just want to thank everybody for joining this live, for joining in on the conversation. Let's have more. Let's do this more often. And I will come on as much as I can. I'm trying my best to come on during the week more, and making my presence a little bit known out here. Thank you, Brill. Thank you, Movado. And yes, I thought it was a great topic. I thought, you know what I'm saying, I like the discussion, I like the rebuttals, and I like the fact that, you know what I'm saying, it was a healthy debate. You know, we didn't agree on everything, you know, so but it was healthy. It was a needed conversation. I know it's Sunday and people probably want to relax and all of that, but make sure y'all tune in tonight for the live. You know what, matter of fact, let me put this in my I'm gonna put this in my StreamYard really quick. Hold on a minute. I want to put this in my StreamYard before we go. And then I'm gonna go cook my food. Hold on, let me see. I thought this was awesome. Let me see. I'm going to past enter studio. So I want to up here before I go so that everybody will know what time the live starts. I don't know why this thing giving me a hard time. Let me go back into my. I'm just trying to put my overlay up here for tonight. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, so here we go. So tonight, yes, please join us for the domestic violence awareness, where we will be talking with the beautiful Narc Slayer, and she wants to tell her story. So, and I wish I think Tanya told me the only way I can stream it for both of our lives is if I do it through YouTube. I've never went through YouTube before because I wanted her to kind of, you know, for it to be you know, streaming from hers and mine's. But I've never went live from YouTube before, but I'll figure it out. Let me see. Sweet Tea said, I thank you guys for all the feedback. I was reading the comments. You guys opened my eyes up to different perspectives as well. Yes, it's all about helping each other. It's all about, you know what I'm saying, you know, just creating that dialogue where it's not bashing anybody, it's not hurting anybody's feelings. It's just, you know what I'm saying, it's different things we can learn from each other. Basically, we can just learn from each other. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the feedback from everybody. But yes, it will be at 7 o'clock my time, 5 o'clock Narc's time. So yes, y'all be there. And we're gonna, hey, you might need some tissues. I'm not sure, but you might need some tissues. I'm not sure right now, but it's going to get, and it's going to get raw. And these type of discussions is what I want to have. It's part of the healing process too, for all of us. It's part of the healing process. So definitely pull up on us. Bring your snacks, bring your tissues, and bring your thoughts. Okay. And I'm gonna let you guys enjoy the rest of y'all day. Get y'all meals cooked because I'm about to cook mine as well. And I will see you guys back here at 7 o'clock. See y'all soon.